What's totally working?
Oh, I'm sitting here looking through the glass wall at a squid, so it's working.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
As promised, we are going to start working on an aquarium today. Sounds like Rain is over here already looking through the water at something. I don't see a squid over here, babe.
There's a squid over on that side of the water.
Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're spawning over there as well?
Oh, there was one down there. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I can see a little of a spot. Oh, we're gonna lose a squid in there probably. Yep.
Oh, did he get sucked down into the?
Yep, there he went. We'll have to fix that up so that's not there anymore. So basically, we got this huge area laid out. This is I think it's 25 or 26, something like that. 25 block square, or circle. And what?
I was trying to figure out where you were going with the number 25. I'm like, it's not a square, honey. It's a circle.
Yeah. What is that? Circumference? Diameter?
Yeah, diameter.
Diameter. Well, there you go. So across is 25 blocks. And basically we're going to have two viewing sections, one into this pool where we've seen tons of squid, and now we know that they also spawn over here, so that works out perfectly. But there's going to be a little section right here where there's going to be glass also. So essentially what we're going to do is make a above ground structure and a below ground structure, all being part of the aquarium. Got some really cool ideas how to make this work and be really interesting, pleasing place to go. But more than anything, it's just to add to the cityscape. So by the time we get done coming in here, I don't see us doing it all too often, but it is kind of cool to sit there and watch the squid. The wife is drowning or something.
No, I have a Aquafinity help. You're standing where I want to put dirt.
Oh, sorry.
Gee.
Continue on. Continue on.
You know, underwater work is one of the most expensive and one of the most well-paid and dangerous jobs you can have.
You're getting paid for this?
Yeah.
What?
Not sure what in. Maybe pork chops or steak or something, but yeah, I'm definitely getting paid.
Yeah, so for those of you at home watching me right now, use a diamond pick to shovel. Fear not. It's one of those really crappy efficiency picks that we keep on getting, so... Yes, I know it's
watching too much Direct B, and you know that you cannot possibly use a shovel to dig.
No, I already broke my shovel, and I'm too lazy to go get another one, but that's besides the point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Boy, it's a good thing we found where all the iron was hiding.
There's a lot over here, isn't there?
I was worried, man, and we were almost out.
Yeah.
Except for the part where we totally weren't.
Yeah. Well, you know, if they ever add the ability to make the Iron Golem, or not the Iron Golems, the, whatchamacallits, the beacons.
So I know what you're talking about. Oh,
in here,
yeah.
We already have all the iron blocks we need.
Now we're totally set.
Yeah.
How deep should this thing be anyway?
Well, that's why I was wondering where the glass went to, so we could kind of go with that and see where it's at. So today is actually Saturday.
All day long.
We joined probably a good majority of you guys in watching some of the live streaming of the Hermitcraft 2.0. The
server reset.
Yeah, new start on that. Very interesting bunch of new people that have joined up. I hope it helps to rekindle some of that magic that they had going on there in the Hermitcraft server.
Yeah, I agree.
It's always odd to see some of that take place. I mean, being a bit of a observer of people, it's not like I haven't seen something like this happen before. Oh, that was totally me. I'm sorry.
Do that for, jeez.
But it's just one of those things. Well, you know, that's why you lock me up while you're at work.
You weren't supposed to tell about that.
Oh, okay. It's just one of those things, though, where you get to the point where you get tired of a game for whatever reason, and a lot of people who game, that's exactly what ends up happening is they move on to the bigger, better things and kind of lose interest. So they got people like Azuma Void, who's just kind of done with the whole survival mode. He's done it for so long now that he's just not really interested at the moment. But a lot of that also comes with the fact that these guys are doing this for a living, and I think Azuma Void still has a daytime job. I'm not positive on that, so don't quote me. But you know what? I think I'm going to make a diamond pick here shortly. It's just one of those things that it sucks to watch happen. You just know it's going to. And I think that
you just kind of watch it falling apart a little bit.
Exactly. And I think the way that this is going down, I think the way that they're rekindling things by bringing in new people who are excited and just starting out with the whole process and experience, it's the smart way to do it. It's the smart way to keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Minecraft server, and I'm not saying anything bad about any of the people on there or the Minecraft server itself, because I watch a lot of those guys. But they have it in their mind now that they've got to only add new people to the server who are already quote-unquote at their level, meaning they already have 100,000 plus subs or something like that. So when they're adding these people, they're adding people who don't have that new game luster. They don't have the drive that the youngers get when they first come into the game. And I think that's going to reflect very much so on their part, because it's becoming kind of a good thing, is in the sense that it's a well-oiled machine. I mean, watching the UHCs, currently in one UHC right now, watching that, there's a lot of stuff that if you got a bunch of people together that haven't been doing the YouTube thing, it just wouldn't go as smooth like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you look at every time somebody's recording on the Minecraft server and nobody's ever on, you know? It's just weird.
It is.
As you can see, we've been working on this some more. I'm going to head over there so you can get a better look as to what's going on. But first, I wanted to let you guys know that more than likely Rain won't be in the rest of this episode. She is getting sick again. It's getting worse. So those of you that watched last week's episode will know that she's been dealing with a cold. Well, she went to the doctor today and had some tests done. We're waiting to hear back, see what's going on. Possibly pneumonia, some other things may be happening. But she's not doing too well. So if you want to send your good thoughts and prayers her way, if you're the kind of folk that do that, that would be much appreciated. But enough of that. Let's keep the energy positive here. This is the layout for the bottom floor. We're going to incorporate some stairs into this, and there's going to be some other things that I have planned for this section. I think you'll really enjoy. But the centerpiece here, basically this is going up through both the main floor and the lower floor, and this building is going to be a only 2-story-ish type building. It's going to have a main lobby area. It's going to have a large dome on it, but then we'll have this down below. And I got some vines growing over here. We can take a look down here real quick. Basically incorporate some natural effects in here with the grass, and I think I might add some flowers and tall grass into this just for a little bit extra depth and feel. And then we have these windows that look out into the water. Obviously this needs to be fixed a little bit, but basically you're going to have this view out here to watch the squid, and then we have the other one over here. And we got the glass laid out the way we want it. Just got to do some cutting away through the water. And then the centerpiece, if you look in there, there's some reeds in there, or sugar cane. And basically, if you keep it in the center like that, it looks like an aquatic plant. If it touches the outside, you can tell that there's an air pocket there. But this may come in to play for some other ideas that I have. You'll be able to see more on that as we get through this. I'm still hoping to get this aquarium done in one episode. I already know exactly what I want to do, and it quite frankly is not going to take that long for me to build. So you know how I like to do. I like to go over the top in each thing. While I'm doing a few things here on camera, I wanted to talk briefly about the Xbox One stuff for E3 today. They did the first part of that, and they had some really cool things going on. They released the price on it. It's going to be releasing in the US for $500. $499 is what they said exactly. But the thing that stuck out the most for me was all the gameplay that they showed, and not the games themselves per se, although being a huge sucker for zombies, the Dead Rising game did look amazing, but just the overall visuals of the game, I could not believe that something looking that good was coming out of something that had Xbox in its name. The biggest downfall to the Xbox has always been its inferior graphics, if you will, compared to the Sony. The Sony systems have always just been able to handle more. The engines are able to produce a better quality product, and this is the first time I feel like Xbox has actually advanced themselves significantly. Now, I haven't seen what the new PlayStation looks like. I haven't had a chance to look at that yet. Maybe I'll be able to do that before we finish this video, so we can do a little bit of a compare and contrast. Also wouldn't mind seeing what the price point is on that to compare them to. But the whole Xbox One thing that I was concerned about being, well, retarded basically, it's not looking too terrible anymore. $500 for what you're getting there, it's still a lot of money to ask for us to put out, but you are getting a lot for the money. It's just a matter of, did you want a entertainment system or did you want a gaming console? And I liked the fact that they're releasing a new version of the Xbox 360, and they're obviously still going to be continuing to make games for it. But let's be honest, that's probably only going to be for a couple of years, and the only reason that's happening is so that they can pay for the losses to the Xbox One until it starts actually catching on. Another important part of Xbox One was them talking about releasing the Xbox One version of Minecraft. I would like to know how you guys feel about that. If you want to leave any comments on that down below, that'd be awesome. My take is on it, it's great that we're finally going to have basically equivalent to PC version available for the Xbox, and I would, if I was a betting man, guess that they're going to be able to put texture packs out for that and other things. But what's really driving me nuts about the whole process is Microsoft has yet again found a way to make a whole bunch of money off of a game that they don't even own the rights to. It just amazes me how power hungry they can be for something as wonderful as Minecraft and as wonderful as it's been from its developers and being a community game. And Microsoft kind of taken that away a little bit from the community. Don't get me wrong, obviously I'm playing here on the Xbox, so I can't, be calling the kettle black or whatever, but this is what I consider to be not a true crossover. It's more of a a capitalization on something. And I know that Mojang also is going to make some money off of this, and they deserve it. But yeah, so that's my take on that. I'm going to get back to doing more on this, and we'll do another update here probably in the next day or so. Basically, the bottom floor is just about done. There's some fine-tuning stuff that I want to do down there, but that's taken care of for the most part. We're going to start working on the main floor here, but also had some time to check out the opening day stuff from Sony for the PS4. And I said I would talk about both ends of this, so let's start with the overall impression. First thing that came to mind when they started doing their spiel was that they did not think Xbox was going to be ready as soon as it was. The first thought I had come through my mind was, wow, they didn't think they were going to have any competition this Christmas break. So I don't know if it was a faux pas on their part. I don't know if they just didn't expect that to be the case. I think I'm going to go one down here. But they need to figure it out in a hurry, because all I heard from their end was things like, will be coming to the PS4, will be coming first to the PS4. They had no exclusives aside from their brand names, and they very much are trying to make up for what Xbox One already has in place. A perfect example of that is the cloud technology. They said they're going to be coming out with that in 2014. Basically, they're trying to backpedal. And the other part that really stood out to me on that was there was a heck of a lot more suits involved with the PS versus the Xbox One. It's kind of funny. I'm going to have to equate this to Apple fanboys, because basically what happened was PlayStation 4 pulled a fanboy tactic. They played off of the things that they knew the PlayStation or the Xbox did incorrectly, and they went over the top with their spending on music and visuals instead of paying attention to what's important, which is the specs. Quite frankly, guys, the Xbox One is a better gaming system. Now, is that the gaming system for me? I don't know that that's the case. But what I can tell you is PlayStation 4 did something right off the bat that was the most brilliant move they could have made. They're going to let the people keep their games. What does that mean? That means that we're not renting them. We're not buying a right to use. We're actually buying the games. If you buy a PlayStation 4, you're going to be able to buy a hard copy of a game and resell it, which is a big deal. I mean, there's an entire industry off of reselling stuff. I understand Microsoft wanting to take that away because they're losing out on third-party and resale, but, you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot with that. So PlayStation really shined on that aspect, and they took away a lot of the thunder from Xbox. My overall thoughts on the PlayStation 4: $100 does not, $100 less does not make up for the differences. If you take away the Kinect part of the Xbox One, that's $100 right there. And everybody's screaming like, yeah, bam, they hit it, you know. Well, not really. I mean, you got to look at what you're actually getting. Sony's also going to have a hands-free solution to compete with the Kinect, and I guarantee you that's going to bump the price up for another $100. So basically, you're going to be paying the same price for each console. It's not making that much of a difference. But what it is doing is creating. No, I don't like that either. It's creating this thought process that Sony's going to be cheaper. You're going to be able to own your games, and they're there for the gaming, not for the entertainment solutions. But that's what half the backpedaling was for the PlayStation. Half the time they spent was saying, we're going to be having this coming to it. We're going to be integrating the ability to watch movies. We're going to be integrating the ability to play music while watching movies, etc., etc., etc. So, for those that think that one is a gaming console and the other isn't, they're going to be the same thing. Because that's the next evolution of the console. Now, what does that mean? For me, that means looking at the Steam box, or whatever they're going to end up calling it, the dedicated source box for Steam to play on your television for platformers. That's a viable solution at this point. And I just recorded some awesome stuff, and guess what? Forgot to hit the button. Alright, so as you can see, the structure is pretty much done. I like the general shape. There's going to be more in there, and it's obviously really dark in there at the moment. We're going to take care of that. Anybody who's been to an aquarium, most of them tend to be a little bit on the dark side anyway, just simply because they want to be able to showcase what's in the aquarium a little bit better. So we're not going to do that full-fledged, but we're going to have the same idea rolled in there. I want to do an up-close look on everything in the next episode, because I want to button some fine-tunes up, and I want to be able to have Rain check it out with us on video. So we're going to go ahead and end this episode here, but to close it out, I'd like to give my opinion on the PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. Don't buy either. Spend that $500 on your PC. Why? Well, we all know that when consoles first come out, they don't work. So why waste your money on something that more than likely is going to have to be sent back in? Let's see who actually comes out on top. Let's see how much Microsoft changes their mind on their new model for games and whatnot. Let's see if PlayStation 4 can actually deliver on some good games, and gives you a chance for the price to come down, get a special model for the same price that they're being released as. I just don't see the point. They're gonna be coming out with new versions of the Xbox 360, the PS3. They're going to be supporting both of those, releasing games. Wait a while. There's no need to rush into it. Both systems look like they have flaws, so I'm just going to bank on the PC end of it. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and hopefully next time Rain will be feeling better and here with us. Thanks for watching.